We are headed to a burial site of what was known as Nevada's last Indian. Now, if you think that's interesting, well, then stick around because you're not going to want to miss out. If not, go back to TikTok. Anyway, let's head out. So we are in Cathedral Canyon. Now where's that? It's probably about 45 minutes north of Las Vegas, between Pahrump and Las Vegas, and about 20 miles east of a little town in California called Tecopa. So, but we're out here. So Cathedral Canyon, this used to be a really cool place to be. I guess this guy, and I'll get to him in a little bit, but he had transformed this canyon into a wonderful place. You know, it had a lot of statues and some icons, and we're going to show that to you. So stick around. So we'll show you what's left of this place, and we'll talk about it, and we'll give you the kind of rundown of what this place is all about, what it was, and what it looks like today. We'll even show some photos of what it once was. So I think back in the 70s, this guy, he was a lawyer from Las Vegas. He came out here. He would mostly come out here on the weekends. And he transformed this little natural canyon into a place where people can come out here and just kind of contemplate life. It was beautiful. It was lit up. It had lights. They had benches for people to sit. They had statues, icons. It was a wonderful place. But now, it's just tore up. Vandals have torn it up over the last several decades. So this guy, he was, I think he started in the 70s and he died in the early 90s. And I'll give you his name here in a minute. But anyway, one of the biggest highlights was the statue of Jesus. Now I'm going to show you that right here. I'm going to flip it around. There it is. Okay, so you can see here. Yeah, Christ of the Andes. Now, I gotta ask you, look what the Vandals did that. Who would shoot Jesus? That is crazy. I mean, what kind of sick person does that? People that are bored with their lives, obviously. Here, some sort of stairs that can walk you up to the top of the canyon. That's kind of where we came down. So there's a lot of overgrown shrubbery right now and bushes. So, you know, like I've said before, when you're poking out here in the desert, just be careful. Always make sure you always wear boots. Never come out here with flip-flops or some sort of sandal. That's just stupid, man, because there's a lot of snakes out here, spiders, and a lot of things that could do you harm. So just come out here prepared. You know, bring your water and whatnot. So, you know, me and Anna, we do this. We've been doing this for a while, and we take some risks sometimes, but not too many. Because, you know, in the end, I got to go to work on Monday. I don't get paid to do this, not like some other YouTubers. So anyway, I got to show you something really cool. I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm going to flip it around. I don't know. This is like sort of, maybe some sort of a, got an alien there. It's very eclectic stuff out here. Like there's some stuff that's religious icons or related to religion. Like there's the sermon of Mooney. That's what that says right there. And then there's artist rendering of a alien and some sort of symbol. I don't know what WD 23 stands. So you can tell here this used to be a waterfall, and this was a pool. I guess probably was people would come here and swim and lay in this pool, the pool of life, so to speak. And look up there in that corner there. You can see there's like a wasp nest. I don't know if you can get that with the camera, Anna, but there is definitely something buzzing up there. Buzzing. Across this is kind of cool. All right, so I don't know what this may have been. I don't know. Maybe people kind of live there. I don't know. This one looks the same. If you've been here before and you know what this is, what it was used for, leave it in the comments. We'd appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know what this once was, so interesting. All right, let's keep looking. So I'm reading that the burial site lies between the empty canyon and they say the broken bridge. Now, there used to be a bridge that used to go from one end of the canyon, one side of the canyon over to the other. So I'm going to see if I can find the remnants of that. I think once I find the bridge, then we'll find the burial site. All right, so Anna, we are looking for this burial site of this infamous Indian. He was known as the last Indian of Nevada, burial ground of a. So now, I read this guy was earned the title of Nevada's first mass murderer, and they also called him the Mad Indian. Now, I read this, so if I'm wrong, don't forget that I'm not National Geographic, Nat Geo. I just read things and pass it along to you guys, the viewers. If I get it wrong, let me know in the comments. But anyway, so this guy was supposed to be very, very brutal. And after years of brutalizing folks out in this region, they finally caught him, and they buried him here somewhere. And we're going to take a look for it. So hopefully we can come across that. I don't want to disappoint you. So Anna.
Over there, there's some sort of a gate.
Okay. All right. So we're
going
to flip the camera around here. All right. So as you can see, these are the metal gates here. This is just part of some of the structures that were here, placed by this guy, and it's just a really cool spot. So I think this is the exit, which on the other side is the entrance. So we're going to flip it around. So give me a second. So this lawyer from Las Vegas I previously mentioned, his name is Roland Wally. He died in 1993. But from the decades between 72 and 93, this was a great place to come. But since then, it's not. So it's a shame, man. So we do get some people that do come out here. Right now, me and Anna are the only ones that are out here. Actually, there may be some other folks who show up here shortly. It's about midday, and we're looking for this burial site. And we're going to show you some sites, where they had some of the icons, the cutouts into the canyon. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a shame what people do, man. It's just, this is a cool spot. And I mean, like we showed you the statue of Jesus, what people did to that. And all these icons have been removed. And it's terrible, man, terrible. I would have loved to seen this place in its heyday. And I think we got some photos we're gonna put up on the screen there. You can kind of get a look at what it once was, what it once looked like. And all right. So hang around. We're going to find this, we're going to find this Indian burial. there's no markings here, but apparently he's buried in this empty canyon, and the broken bridge. So I believe this is it. And if I'm wrong, and you know where it's at, and you've been here before, just once again, leave it in the comments. So I think this is the spot of Quajo, the murderous Indian. Well, you know, they called them Indians back then. I know now we call them Native Americans. That's fine, you know.
Indigenous people.
Well, really, when you think about it, they're indigenous to this land. They call them Native Americans. You're basically calling them something before it existed. America didn't exist. It wasn't called America then. So indigenous people to this land. But anyway, this is where he was buried. All right, so as you can see, right here, this is where one part of the bridge was that went all the way across the canyon, and you can see the other side. So, in the photos, we're gonna see what the bridge looked like. And this looks like over here. It looks like some sort of, we didn't catch that, some sort of icon right there. You see that right there? Looks like they kind of try to make some sort of sculpture out of the.
Like a giant rock sculpture.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right. So that's all we have from the canyon. We're going to head over to Tecopa. I think they got a brewery over there. So stick around. We're going to wrap up our video there. If not, cheers from Beers and Frontiers. Way down the road to a little town called Tecopa. This place actually has 2 breweries in the town. It's a small little place, a couple hundred people. But we are at the brewery and barbecue. Let's head inside.